She said, the first time I did heroin, it felt like a warm, soft hug. And this other fellow, 6 foot something, tattoos, muscles, scars, the whole thing in detox. And I said to him, well, what does heroin do for you? She said, I don't know how to tell you, he says, but it's sort of like you're 3 years old, and you're sick and you're shivering with fever, and your mother puts you on her lap, wraps you in a warm blanket, and gives you chicken soup. That's what heroin feels like. Well, these people are talking about love. So now, picture a human being who comes to the conclusion, for whatever reason, that without this substance, they're not going to have pain relief, escape from their misery, they're not going to have a sense of reward and joy, and they will not experience loving connection. What do you do to take it away from them? You put a sign on the wall like Betty Ford? Just say no. Just say no to love, pain relief, and joy. That's all you got to do. You know? Now, that's the opiates. Then I mentioned the stimulants, which elevate dopamine levels. Now, dopamine, you take a little mouse, this has been done in the laboratory. You put food in his mouth. He eats it, he chews it, he swallows it. But if you place the food a few inches away from his body, he will not budge to eat it, will in fact starve to death, rather than move to eat the food, because genetically they knocked out his dopamine receptors. And dopamine is the incentive motivation chemical. Without it, we're listless, inert, passive, inactive. Sort of like the average football fan. Sorry, I know you won the Super Bowl. You know. About which I may have something to say in a little while. So dopamine flows when you're seeking food, when you're seeking a sexual partner, when you're exploring a novel object or a novel environment, all of which are essential activities for human life. So that's another chemical without which life is not possible. And that's what the stimulant addicts are giving themselves when they do crystal meth or cocaine or nicotine or caffeine for that matter. There are other brain circuits